Hello there and welcome to The Nest. This is Kate and it's always exciting when we get a new prompt. So this is the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery autumn prompt and number 2. And I've had the joy of watching both Rachel and Sarah's videos today. So all sorts of things are going through my mind. Now, where to start? I've actually been really challenged and inspired and maybe encouraged to be brave, because it's like a mossy wood or mossy forest. And I think both Sarah and Rachel have been talking about mushrooms. I showed you this book right at the beginning, and I know quite a number of us have referred to it. So I've got my comfortable little bits here, but I did want to show you that I've been inspired to have a look back through here and to use some of the transfers, because Rachel was talking about coming across an owl. Now that's way too ambitious for me, but I sort of love the shape. And then about mushrooms as well. So I'm thinking that I might try my first ever mushroom. It might be too big, so we're going to have a little bit of a play with that. And the wonderful thing is there's 2 smaller ones as well, but the author, and now I've lost it, gives instructions for where to start. And I did like, isn't this beautiful? I'm just giving you eye candy as we go through. Look at the beautiful stitching that she has done. Incredible. But somewhere in here, oh, there we are. That mushroom starts with some long and short stitch. Now my biggest problem is I haven't got any of these colors in my threads because I have been using wools and things, so that's going to be another challenge. But hey, what better thing to do than, oh, there's a swan has fallen over, than to use the prompts as a personal growth story. So we'll come back to Trish Burr's beautiful book, and we'll start off in Kate's comfortable zone. So over here I have autumn so far, and I've actually worked on this since I filmed last, which is a good thing because it's starting to pull together. And again, a warning, this isn't field notes style as such, in that I've used Rachel's fabric that is not the field notes one. It's, I don't know what we call it, but the neutral backgrounds. But gradually we're taking shape. I got that doily, it's stitched in place, loving the interaction of these beautiful embroideries. And as I look at it from a distance now, I do think I'm getting the autumnal colors, if you like. Up here I've used some birds. Of course I have to have flowers because that will move the story into the next season. But I am thinking there's quite a number of areas that could be used something figurative. Let's go back to a couple of ideas, and this is where I'm going to go over here. Oh my gosh, I've brought a frame down. Can you stay long enough to see Kate fumble with her first public attempt? I went into, look at these beautiful colors. This is what I have got in foresty colors, none of them green, but we'll see how brave I can be. There's some mohair on the back. I have brought down these 2 things, went through the stash, and Rachel was also talking about little acorns and those little seed pods. And this is the only piece that I sort of have in these colours, and that did remind me, and they're hanging off a branch, and you know I'm trying to develop this hanging leaves section up here. And the other thing, it's the theme of the week, everyone. I just took the label off. One of my previous trips to the sewing basket, this must have been what I've had in the back of my mind. I did a crochet bauble video the other day, but look at this. It's just stitched together here, so we'll just carefully look at that. And I'm thinking, could that be part of the forest as well? So I thought we'd have a play in the happy place first, and this may not be a long video. I may talk more than I do, but let's have, see, I hope your eye can see what I'm seeing. It's quite dark, and I want to be inspired by that stitching. My glasses aren't strong enough, but let's just, sorry for those who don't like me doing this. But it is so beautiful, and I think, where does it belong but on an autumn piece? So let's just try one here. So I haven't used the one that I used the ink tints on, because it didn't actually make a lot of color difference. So I've got that little bit of brightening up there, a little bit of sari silk. This is the blanket. These may be in the wrong position. I also put this, I got this from the Green Door on Saturday, actually, in Zoe's pile, I think, and I love that design. So I've got swirlies going on. So could we have a branch of little things like that? I mean, I hope I'm not getting that all wrong. What else could they be? Could they be little bugs? I don't know. So let's have a think about something like that. And oh, these are divine. I have to have some of these in the autumn forest, the autumn woods. Let's just do 3. Because of course we have to keep the overall story going. So we've got transition from summer, sari, beautiful embroidery, a dahlia. I couldn't resist putting that orange over the top because, you know, we're doing burgundies and reds and oranges. So that's there with a little bit of stitching. Yeah, this is totally not colourful enough. Yeah. Okay, so while I think about where that might go, I've got this little pocket here, and I know Rachel is making a tag, and I'm just looking ahead here. I actually do have an existing tag with a butterfly in there that could talk to the darkness of those birds. Who knows? So I've got crochet there. Look, you can't go wrong. And I'm thinking, because I've got that fringy bit, I'll put some pom-poms on there. So I've threaded up, and I'm going to be bold in my colour before I try stitching a mushroom or an owl. It's a beautiful colour. So how are you today? I hope everyone is well and excited about a new prompt. I think there were a few YouTubers who were guessing that there would be a mushroom at some point. So I'm sure we will see incredible work. So just back stitching this on. I've just received the most beautiful, I've actually been gifted 2 Happy Mails today, which just gave me the tingles. One from Beck at Sobe and from my subby Terry, all the way in the US, who has survived the hurricanes and the tornadoes. So heartfelt thanks, Terry, especially to you, because it wasn't easy and you have given me such a treasure. I haven't got them down here to show today, but when I do my next set of videos, I'm going to share those and use the treasures. Okay. Oh, this is what is it? Just par for the course when you use a bobble. I've got it caught. Oops. Oh, I like that. I like the colour. So I need to be grateful to the girls for pushing me. Oh, here's another bobble caught. Again. But what fun. I'll take that needle out of the way. And I wouldn't mind actually making something here. So let's just do a few runnings. And then I want to go down into the center here. I'd like to sort of do a circular design. Because this linen see, I start racing because it's just such a beautiful feeling. I've just had the most special moment with my husband. We're having friends over for dinner tonight, and he said, I'll just go and do the shop after I vacuum. And I said, honey, I'm going to help. He said, no, Kate, you're the artist. You go and stitch. How blessed am I with that? Of course, I will finish this and go and contribute, but it's very special. So you probably can't see this very much. But it's just adding a bit of texture for under the fingers. I'm just going round and round, and it feels good. Over this Italian text. I did see that someone on Facebook, even before I had woken up, had posted a completed page with this prompt. I thought, that is amazing. So I suppose the Northern Hemisphere, you see it ahead of us, but it's an incredible thing that the girls have done, isn't it? That we all wait and get excited, and it really spurs us on. Okay, new favourite colour. Thanks to thinking about autumn. All right, we won't get a stitch now, we'll go down. Oops. Love that. Some happy pom-poms. Vintage crochet. All right. Let's see. So the background is white, so it's going to stand out a little bit. Maybe I should tea dye that. Something is just telling me I need to. Let's have a look in the, yep, in the old nest. I do have this piece as well, which is beautiful autumnal colours. More of Rachel's fabric. Here's some more of this, which I love. I don't actually know what I'm looking for. Birdie says hello. Oh, I do like this mustard though. That's needs to be out. There's some are all rolled up. I found a big bird, if we ever get to do another bit of that. Oops, strings cape. Okay, now what I have to do is not get too carried away, because I have to remember that I'm thinking of putting something figurative. I'm so used to making a flower to flower or garden. But I do like that piece, and some more of this. Have we got, oh, we've got a long time to go in autumn. Okay, so why don't we just leave that there for a minute and do a little bit of adventuring. So this book comes with some transfers, and I read the instructions and did some cutting out. I'll put them away. And these are the two, well, these are two of them. I don't know where the others are. Did I leave them in here for you? There's Trish. Self-taught and renowned. How amazing is that? Oh gosh, wouldn't that be beautiful? So she has a couple of combinations, and there's the size of the owl. So where would I, if I was to use an owl, oh, that might be a place there. Mushrooms, I think, could fit anywhere, including up there. And then I've got this expanse down here, which is probably a little bit bluish for the autumn tones. So I'll show you what I've done. I have, and it's not very dark, but I have done my first transfer of that one solo mushroom. This one is the two, and it didn't come out very well. You probably won't be able to see that. And then there was another one, which is 2 mushrooms and some leaves. But the other thing that did come out is the owl. Now, I have got one of those, what's the special name? I don't know. Yes, you know what I mean. That I can go over, and but this one seems clear enough. and I watched Sarah to do this. Now I have, the only time I've used a hoop was at Pauline Franklin's floral course, and I couldn't even put the top on. So I'm doing this for all of us new stitchers out there, and Sarah made it look very easy. Oh, Bitsy Kate's caught something here. And screw this up, and she was making sure it was very, very tight. As I think about this, I could have had a bigger piece of linen. I just went into spare scrappies because that's not very good under there. Who knows, this might be a new start of the Kate chapter. Okay, now that's what Trisha's looks like. I don't think mine will look like that at all, and so I'm just going to say that out loud. But I do think, as a record of my growth as a stitcher, I could, even if it, well, it won't be perfect in any way, but even if it's a failure, I will be able to put it in a corner like that and remember the journey. So look at that, how beautiful. Okay, there's the two. I'll get to it in a minute. I did have it marked. I think one of these books is totally a treasure for all time. And for me, I just fell in love with it with Judy. And I knew I didn't stitch like this at all, but I just had to have it. Okay, here's the toadstool. Fill with long and short stitch. Add some split stitch at the base for the roots and outline with split. Fill with long and short. 6A. Where's 6A? Oh, here. Okay, so she starts from there. 6A, and then where's B? Yeah. Okay, so cannot do that. I do like the idea of the French knots on top. And maybe my toadstool will have to be in not traditional colours. Okay. That's the wrong colour. I don't think I can do it, everyone. I'm really going to say that now. But this is for all of us who have wondered always. Now see, my instinct as a drawer would want to go and fill in. Let's do a long one to get us started. Fill in around the outside first. Oh, I didn't knot that, and I'm being a serious stitcher today. Sorry, everyone. I did leave a... This is where I don't know the rules, and I am just going to do some shortish stitches. And I'm going to do everything in the same colour. Leaving a little bit of space for a longie in between. It is relaxing. Oh, way too far over. I'd have to say the hoop is making it easier for me. That's probably why people have been embroidering with it for all of history. I'm remembering Pauline talked to us about saving your cotton, not having big stitches on the back. So I suppose what I'd love is all of you to be saying, I can do a much better mushroom than that, and be inspired to start making mushrooms. Because if you've been here when Kate has done her first ever hoop embroidery, and now I was looking at Sarah's stitching, is just so beautiful. I suppose it is just like colouring in. I mean, who knows when I come back to you what will have happened. Oh gosh, these are tiny ones. Because I'm going to Fleur next week. Actually, I'll try and do a bit more of this before I leave. My glasses are really not magnifying enough for me. I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, the pollen sneezes. I suppose we've got to expect that. Well, oh, I undid my own stitch. Again. I've left space for a huge stitch there, so we may as well do it. Yep. It hasn't been very exciting for you to watch, but if you're still here, thank you for sharing the adventure with me. I've quite enjoyed this. Now I've lost the up and down, and I'm just going to go wonky because there's a little gap in there. And that first stitch that I didn't put in enough, I'll do one over the top of that. Where am I? There we go. Oh gosh, that's been invisible, which I should be quite grateful. Sorry, everyone. You've probably all disappeared. But there we are. Kate's done her first little bit of cream stitching of a mushroom that will probably go down here, and then the roots of it can go into that lovely part of Rachel's fabric. So that's been fun for me. I hope you've had a smile and that you've got somewhere as you've been stitching alongside. So we've got some pom-poms. Was that all we did? Yeah, a little bit of stitching up there that you probably can't see, but enhances the script. We're thinking about some acorns or some sort of design and more visuals. So that's it for today. Happy stitching. I'm looking forward to looking on Facebook and seeing and YouTube and seeing what everyone else is up to. So until next time, this is Katie in the Nest. Bye.